Hi, Tim Sales here with another episode of Straight Talk. We're in part 5, and what I'm doing here, if you haven't been watching these, there was a video I did called Bad Reputation, and it was about how the media had attacked network marketing and where did it all start from and all of that stuff. Well, inside of that, I mentioned competitors, but I didn't drive down into it, and so that's what I'm doing with Straight Talk, is that I'm exposing who, and then I show you how I assimilate and evaluate their data. And so that's what we do here. And so in this one, we're still with Dan and Desmond, and I'm going to roll a clip so you can get a flavor of who they are.
Now, I have Desmond joining me. Why? Because Desmond actually has a lot of experience in the whole home-based business network marketing industry. I have a lot of experience. Not only I've been involved with MLM for a short period of time in my career, but I've actually coached a lot of the top, I'm talking about 1% earners in the MLM industry. So I know this industry inside and out from both sides, from both the business side, also the consumer, as well as the recruiter side. Yeah. So today we're gonna dispel some of the myth. Let me just say this, I hate pyramid scheme.
But Sifu, I mean, you know,
I hate it.
It was pretty good.
I'm like
right?
the most anti-MLM guy you'll ever meet.
Okay. All right, so you get a flavor of our guy, and this will be fun, okay? So now I want to roll the next clip, which is what his comment is, and so let's hear what this is.
Unbelievable.
Exhausted, yeah.
I remember one of the things I've learned that is because once I run out of people that I talked to in the beginning.
Yes.
Well, you got to prospect, you got to meet with people. So I actually went to bookstore.
Yes.
Okay. I know you've done this before. It's stupid. I went to bookstore, hang out in the personal development business section, right?
Yes.
So people are looking at different books, and I would kind of like slowly get close to them. I say, yeah, that's a very good book, right? Right, try to strike up a conversation, right? Yeah, what do you like about the book? Oh, by the way, are you looking for, an opportunity to make side income? They're like, what the?
Pounced on me.
What the right? And he was just bad. And what's worse is while you are doing this,
yes,
I don't know if you feel the same way. It just feels so draining.
Yes.
It feels so exhausting. I feel like after I talk about whatever the network marketing opportunity, I feel like I need to take a shower.
Yeah, you feel dirty.
I feel so dirty. I feel so disrespected.
Yeah.
I'm like, this is not a good way to make a living.
It's like a cheesy salesman.
It's like...
All right. Okay, that was enjoyable. Let's dig into this, and I'll talk to you about it. Okay, so a few key words that he said in there for me. Number one, drag, friends and family. And so would you say that is an industry issue, that everybody in the industry does that? Or do you think that's a behavior of an individual? That is certainly a behavior of an individual. I do not do that. And you can choose not to do that, okay? It is a lack of training and mindset issue, all right? So meetings in bookstores. Okay, so hard rule in business, and he didn't talk about this, and I question why he didn't. But there's a hard rule in business, and the hard rule is that if you don't have money, you have to go to the prospect. All right, it's just it's a rule. If you have money, you can pay for the prospect to come to you. Okay, so it was a difficult thing when you pare it all down to the simplicity and you say, okay, here's where I'm at. I need prospects and I don't have any money. Okay, so I'm going to work like crazy and I'm going to get a customer, and from the customer, the money that I make, and it might be $20 or something like that, I'm going to buy postcards, or I'm going to buy flyers, or I'm going to do something. And so everybody, that is the paying your dues part, okay? What he's talking about, where he slides up, the reason he was exhausted is because he's icky, okay? There's no other way to say it. He is lying. He's stepping up, pretending to be interested in the person. That's the bottom line as to why he felt like he needed to take a shower. The funny thing is that after the shower, he's still the same guy. That's the problem, okay? You don't get rid of that. Okay, so Dan doesn't tell you this whole thing about leads and why he had to do that. I had to do that too. I didn't do bookstores. I went to triathlons and things like that. I would run the triathlon, and when I was done with I would hand out flyers. All right? I paid my dues in order to get enough money. And by the way, it doesn't matter what I've ever done in my life. Every single time I start a new business, I always make sure that I have an advertising budget, okay? Because I won't do that again, okay? It's kind of one of those hard things. But it's a paying of the dues. It's the opening of the gate until you really learn how to manage your money, all right? Okay, so he doesn't tell you that. He just makes fun of it, trying to destabilize you. So here's the deal, guys. So there's a lot of ways that people have seen network marketing be done, all right? So do you have to talk to your friends and family? Nope. But yet everybody talks about how bad that is. Do you have to in network marketing? You don't. How about running ads in penny savers, door to door? In other words, when these things work and you want to do them, good. When these don't work, all right, don't do them. When they work and you don't want to do them, don't do them. Okay, so penny savers, door to door, home parties, in homes, print, expos. You go to an expo, set up a booth. Audio cassettes, fax machine, VHS videos, kiosks, web pages, sales funnels, webinars, Zooms, Craigslist ads, Google AdWords, Facebook ads, social media, phone apps. Whatever works, network marketing can do. Are there any of these that we have to do? No, we are not defined by how we do what we do. That's not how we're defined, okay? And so we're not bound to any method, and any method does not define how we do network marketing, because I have people on my team who are just masters at setting up an expo. Okay, they're just masters at it. They used to do it in another profession. I've got people who own postcard companies. You know what they do? They use both postcards. Okay, I have a lady that creates a book. She boards a train where she used to work, and now I think she makes 4 times more money than me boarding a train and showing ladies how to become beautiful again and sexy for their husband. That's what she does. Do I care? No. Am I going to try to get her to, I don't know, run Facebook ads? No. I'm going to say, however you want to do it, you do it. And that's what people really dislike about network marketing is that they can't figure, the anti-people, they can't figure out what we are because we can shift and on a dime. It's kind of like spec ops versus a marching military, right? We aren't that way. We can just like maneuver and outmaneuver anything. Whatever is old school, we could shift right back to it if we wanted to. That's the thing. You can't nail us down. And so anytime you try to pigeonhole us into something, that's not us. And guess what? Do you know that whenever the next new thing comes out, you know who will adopt that thing first? Us. That's what we do. Okay? So he's stuck. He's stuck in the past. You notice that? He's talking about old things. And I'm like, dude, we're not dragging people to meetings anymore. All right. If you haven't seen this, this is the pipeline. This is a law of every organization in the world and every individual in the world. If you want to find a spouse, you got to generate a lead. You got to contact that man or lady. You got to set an appointment with them. You got to do a presentation. And then you got to follow up. And you got to set another appointment. You got to do a presentation. And you'll keep on doing that, for a year, 2, 3, whatever, until finally she says yes, no. And then if she says no, you're going to go back to the drawing board, right? That's the game, right? But it's the same thing for every business in the world, every politician, every church, every college, everything, okay? That's what the pipeline is. So here's the way that I do it so that I don't have to take a shower, okay? Not literally, right? So what he was talking about is that he has to take a shower. So if I had to go back and doing it all again, first of all, I wouldn't do it that way at all. I would probably go social media. But just let's say that you are having a conversation through social media, or you're having a conversation on the airplane or at a coffee shop or whatever, okay? So what I do is that I greet the person, okay? And that means I say hi. My wife will tell you that I say hi to everybody anywhere. There's never a quiet time on an elevator. I'll walk over because I notice some guys watching. I'll just start talking to him. I'm not trying to prospect him, okay? I have 57 millionaires on my team. I know what it takes. I'm not going to just try to get somebody into my business because I got to go to work, and I got to really work a lot of time, a lot of resources in terms of like trying to figure out what's holding that person back. And so I'm not out there doing it for that. I am fascinated with people. I love people. And so I just like to talk to people. So I just greet people. I have no motive other than I love people. I just like to find out what makes them tick, what they like, what they don't like, things like that. If in the conversation of that greeting, they happen to say something that I can serve them. When I serve people, sometimes I get money. Sometimes I don't want money. Okay? So that's the qualify step. Okay? So I do not invite unless they qualify for me and for them. Just because the person, let's say, needs to lose weight, it doesn't mean that I want to help them. It doesn't mean that they really want to do it. Okay? So that's what I have to do there. And then and only then, if they qualify, I will invite, let me redo that. Okay. I will invite them at that time. Okay? And so the reason I do it is because I have a lot of experience. Okay? So yes, like I coach people. Okay, but it was corporations and it was leaders and it was in excess of 200. I taught at the University of Illinois at Chicago. I have well over $1 billion in sales in my organizations. So it's my mindset is that I know what it's going to take. So before, it's kind of like asking somebody to marry you. I'm not going to take that step over into inviting somebody until I know for sure, right? Like that they've got it. If you saw one of the other videos that I've done on the network marketing grades, if the person doesn't have training interest, I can't do anything for them. And so, they're just, it's a pipe dream to them. They like to lose weight or they like to make money, but it's not real. So I do a lot of qualification to find out, is it real? And in addition, I always have this thought in my head, what if somebody didn't prospect me? Okay, so while I just walked you through how I do it, even if I didn't have money, I would still, imagine if I didn't. I answered an ad in the newspaper, okay? If the person hadn't been advertising, then I wouldn't have made well over $25 million. That would have really been a bummer, right? And so keep that in mind when you're out there, if you're in network marketing, like that, yes, people are a potential, okay? Yeah, doesn't mean that you tackle them, all right? It just simply means that you do it where you greet and you qualify, okay? So I'm going to call this a false claim. It's agenda-driven, all right? So comment down below. Let me know what you think about this video, and I will see you in the next episode.